Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ramik Wilson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Louis. Starting left here.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Charles, as the Ravens come back out here, let's dissect this team. They've been hard to dissect.
Must we?
Look, they're 3-2. That's good. They blew out Buffalo in the opener, 47-3. Good wins over Denver, at Pittsburgh. And then they throw in the clunker at Cleveland last week and only put up 9 points. What's going on with Baltimore?
Well, you know, with them, defense usually travels for them. All right, that's where they're built. That's where they talk about playing Ravens football. The offense needs to have consistency. Joe Flacco has been better in most spots during the season, but they still need to establish the run game the way that they did in the glory days of the Baltimore Ravens. If they do that, they'll be hard to deal with. But one thing to always keep in mind, if it's a so-called big game, the Ravens get up for it.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Flacco here on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to act. Allen that time, and it's third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Well, earlier we were discussing Jared Goff, and, you know, some people thought he's going to be a bust coming into his second year. Now the Rams 5-0. They're also, Charles, the 5th team ever to score 30 or more points in each of their first 5 games. All wins, by the way.
Yeah, their offense is so high-powered, and they come at you from so many different angles, so many different directions. A young quarterback that we keep saying needs snaps, needs experience. He's grown up by leaps and bounds. And, of course, he's got Todd Gurley in the backfield. He can hand it to him, throw it to him. And a myriad, a plethora of talented wide receivers, to me, led by Brandon Cooks.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stomp.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
76. 76. 80. 12. Go, 12. Go.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On first down, it's Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Shell. Not 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
DC.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
76. 76. 4 now.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
Orange.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Obama. Starting left here.
Gurley again here on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. For the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on 4th down? Let's see.
Hardball.
Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Carrying one deep for Crabtree. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Green 39! Green 39!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, 76! 76! 76! What? Like 20? 12! 12! Hey, 5! Let's go, 12! Let's go! Let's go!
On 1st down, it's gone. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Super one! Super one! We're good! We're good!
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Chester! Chester! Not.
Gone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep to return is Cyrus Jones. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Allen here on the screen. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a first down throw. Gone. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
12. 180. Louis. Let's go. 12. Let's go.
Third and long. It's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
14. 5.
They are going for it. Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
No. Jack, Patriot. Set.
Now Jackson on first down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Michael Brockers able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead from 17 yards out. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They go play action here on first down. Going up top for Kupp. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Twos. 12. 12. 12.
Now gone. And Woods has it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. They're going to go for it. It's gone. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. From the 50, it's gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
180. 5. 11. 5.
Throwing again is gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
76. 76.
From the gun on third down. Gone. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Goff on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Collins. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Caught left side to Crabtree. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Jackson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Throwing now is Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.